Basically, I'm going to a birthday party of Buddha. My back hurts. I'm getting old. Ugh. We had to call the police. I need to make money. I don't get paid enough. I don't want to be talked about. Still trying to figure out what's going on in my life. 나 쳐주라며. 뭐 할래? 아니. I miss someone really dearly. I'm heading home now. Oh my god. Something really big happened. We had to call the police. It was a whole thing. I usually take a bus, but right now I'm in the taxi. I'm gonna go home, change really quick, and then go to my second job. So I met with students one-on-one, like how are you doing, that kind of stuff, and then now I'm making some textbooks. I'm finally going home. Tomorrow I have work at 8 a.m. I got this. I got this. I wanted to get kimbap, but they didn't have anything left. Guys, can we talk? Ugh. Oh my god, my back hurts. I'm getting old. Ugh. Okay, I'm still at work. Everybody left. That's why I can have a conversation with you guys. I think the lighting is a little funky right now. So, after a long thought, I think I'm not gonna go to grad school this year. I'm still waiting to learn their final decision, but even if I get in, I don't think I'm gonna go to grad school this year. The reason why I wanted to go to grad school is because long term, I want to do PhD. I like doing research, I like studying in general. I always wanted to go back to school, and I wanted to study trauma recovery for military populations. Still, that's what I'm really interested in. So that was my PhD goal. But to do that for master's, I wanted to study trauma as a cognitive system. That's why I applied for a cognitive system related, master's program in Germany. And the reason why I picked Germany, there were so many reasons, but the biggest one was honestly like financial reasons. But do I really want to do PhD? I don't know. And also, if I were to go to grad school, if I were to spend more money on my education, because my college degree was expensive, and also like after the post-bac, it was very expensive. If I were to spend more time on education, I want a solid outcome. Like some people might say, well, education itself is really valuable. You're getting a lot out of it. But for me, when I say solid outcome, it's more like a job. I know it sounds very materialistic, but I'm just trying to be realistic. I need to make money. I'm an adult. I don't want to rely on my parents. But still, I'm very passionate about mental health. I want to help people, specifically the population that's chronically exposed to stress, high stakes environment, such as the military population. But does it have to be through PhD? I don't know. And I'm recently thinking about nursing. What if I were to be a nurse at a psych ward? Maybe at the VA hospital. That's what I'm thinking. I currently work at a company that is like closely related to mental health and military population. So I think I'm pretty familiar with like highly stressful, like fast-paced work environment. And I used to work at a clinic, but it was more like administrative position. I was not a nurse by any means. And And also, like, some of my family members are in medical field. I hear their stories. So I actually looked for some like volunteering opportunities, hospitals in this town. I might start volunteering there and see what nurses do, because before I make a decision and actually dedicate myself to that path, I want to at least like see what they're doing. But whatever I do, like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go back to school, like either like trauma studies or I don't know, maybe nursing school. Either this or that. I need money. I need to pay for my tuition. So I'm working 2 jobs. I'm okay. At least I don't feel lost. I know I'm changing my plans, but I don't feel lost. Like a couple of years ago when I decided I'm not going to paint anymore, I really felt lost. I didn't know what I'm gonna do with my life, and I was really concerned. And I was going through the darkest time in my life. On top of that, the worst breakup ever. But now I'm good. My family is healthy. I'm healthy. I'm making my own money. I have a job. I'm just a little lost. Yes, I am lost. Yeah, I guess so. You could say that. But I know I will get back on track again. I know this is a part of natural process of finding your own path in your life. And I'm really grateful that I get to document every step of it. Let's go back to work. How do you guys deal with like childhood friends that you don't see the world eye to eye anymore? Okay, the reason why I turned on the camera is because first of all, I need a mental break. Second of all, I just got a message from my elementary school or my middle school friend. I don't want to be talked about. You know what I mean? Like, you might find it ironic because I have a YouTube channel and it's very, open platform. People can talk about me, and by uploading yourself on the internet, you are, subliminally inviting people to talk about you. And a part of you gaining more subscriber is them talking about you, right? The thing is, I'm okay with it. The thing is, I really don't feel comfortable being talked about by people who are not really open-minded. Yes, I'm talking about my middle school friends. They're not really open-minded. They're from a really small town. I'm not saying everyone from small town are small-minded, but people at least I've interacted with growing up in middle school, at least, I don't think they're really open-minded. And even though we grew up together, there are so many things that I do right now that they would not understand. Is this a part of growing up? Is this a part of maturing? I don't even know. Like every time they reach out, I do respond because I want to be a good person. But low-key, I just hope they don't reach out to me again. Am I bad? Am I a bad friend? I don't really feel like we're friends anymore. Seeing their name popping up on my home screen, it stresses me. Whatever. I don't think I'm going to respond. I'm preparing for the lecture on Sunday for my second job. Am I allowed to work on my second job while I'm at my first job? I don't get paid enough anyway. 여기 ed 붙은 거 과거형이지. 과거형은 빼. empower 하는 거야. 문장의 길을 끊어 있잖아. The counselor helps the children to change by come to develop a new story. The counselor and child search for times when the problem has not influenced the child. Oh, another day. Still trying to figure out what's going on in my life. But we're gonna stay healthy. I'm gonna go to the gym. Let's go to the gym. On my way back, I might grab coffee. But let's go work out.
서울역에 도착하고 있습니다. 출발합니다. 오늘도 제 항공편을 이용해 주신 승객께 감사드립니다.
Finally solved. I barely explained what's going on today, so here's me at the Seoul station. So in the morning, nothing special. I just went to a coffee shop to... Wait, did I film that? I don't think I filmed it. Well, I went to the coffee shop to have a waffle as a breakfast, and then afterwards I went to the gym, have my workout in, and then I don't remember. Did I take a nap? I think I took a nap, and also I did a little bit of homework for my neuroscience class. And then now I'm here because so Buddha's birthday is coming up and blocked the whole street to throw a birthday party for Buddha. My friend found it, she invited me to it. So basically I'm going to a birthday party of Buddha. And before heading to the birthday party, I'm just gonna meet up with my friends and have dinner at Itaewon. We might go to cigar bar. We'll see. I need to use the bathroom right now. I need to get on the line for the light blue color one. Finally made it to Itaewon. Now I'm gonna find my friend.
그리고 개인적으로 좀 추천드리는 방법은 원하시는 맛, 향, 가격대 알려주시면 제가 그런 쪽으로 추천드릴게요. 하이시에요. 근데 후반부에 에스프레소 같은 분들 좋아요. 이건 맛있어요. 그래서 가격은
저거 노란색은 케이스예요?
예.
오, 너무 예쁜데요?
근데 저 케이스가 시각 보관하는데 노스 효과나 이런 거 없어요. 그냥 장식이라고 보시면
예쁘다. 감사합니다.
맛있게 머리 조심. 아, 괜찮습니다.
나는 애쉬가 가방 들어줄게. 편하게 해. 야, 되게 예쁘다. 어머!
내가 사서
야,
너 이거 가방 되게 잘 어울린다.
응, 고마워. 나 줘, 그러면.
너 할래?
아니, 또.
왜냐면 진짜 나 헛소리로 이런 얘기 안 해.
아니야. This is Ashley. Hi guys. Now we're gonna go like boom 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 boom. Boom 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 boom. boom
Put your hands up.
Put your hands up. I was drunk last vlog. Today I'm drunk again. But it's fine. It's fine. That's life, right?
At Yeongdeung-po Station. Please make sure you have all your belongings with
Ugh. Am I tired? Can you tell? Can you hear from my voice? Yesterday, I went to Buddha's birthday party, and then we headed over to Itaewon. Eat some clubs. No, actually, we just went to one bar. We just had so much fun. Anyway, here I am, Sunday. Now I'm gonna go to work. My second job, English teaching job. Let's go. Oh, I need to go to the hospital again. My lower back is not doing me justice. It hurts. Okay, I just finished the lecture. Well, it was more like a review session today. I'm gonna go to a nearby bookstore. I need to get a book for the lecture, and I want to understand the a suning trend. It was actually my first-ish time meeting everyone. Everyone is really nice. They're so cute. I mean, they're kids, but I'm just a little tired, not gonna lie. I I just came back home from work. I don't know why, but today I'm not well. Well, I guess I know why. A part of me is because I miss someone really dearly. There are some days like this, right? Yeah, there are some days like this. Class went well. There are some students asking questions. I answer them well. I think I'm gonna wrap up today's vlog here. Tomorrow, back to work. Yeah, it was a hell of a weekend. Alright, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys next week. Bye!